Jonas Salzgeber, The Little Book of Stoicism, Timeless Wisdom to Gain Resilience, Confidence, and Calmness. Delve into the world of Stoicism with Jonas Salzgeber's The Little Book of Stoicism, a guide to achieving resilience, confidence, and calmness in everyday life. By learning and practicing Stoic principles, you can transform your approach to life's challenges and elevate your existence. Rooted in the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Zeno, Seneca, Musonius Rufus, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, this book offers valuable insights on embracing reality, remaining present, and cultivating virtues such as justice, wisdom, self-discipline, and courage. Get ready to explore the Stoic way of life and uncover the keys to mastering the art of living well, no matter the circumstances.
Mastering the Art of Living Through Stoicism. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, believed that practice is the key to mastering the art of living. He suggested that every life situation is an opportunity to sculpt and train yourself to become the best version of yourself. Stoicism offers principles that can help one calmly face challenges, develop resiliency, find meaning in life, and excel in the craft of living. The Stoics believed in the power of practice, hard work, and discipline to improve one's life. Their philosophy emphasizes the importance of controlling one's responses to external events as the main determinant of a good life. The birth of Stoicism. In 320 BCE, a wealthy merchant named Zeno lost everything in a shipwreck. Settling in Athens, he encountered and became a follower of Crates the Cynic after being introduced by a bookstore owner. Zeno went on to study with other philosophers before launching his own brand of philosophy, which ultimately came to be known as Stoicism. The name derived from the Stoa Poikile, a famous outdoor area in Athens where Zeno gave lectures on philosophy. The philosophy focused on living in harmony with nature, self-control, and rationalism. Today, Stoicism remains one of the most influential philosophical movements. The persistent influence of Stoicism. Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes enjoyment of life's simple comforts and the importance of virtue, was founded by Zeno and his followers. This philosophy was influenced by the Cynics, Plato's academics, and Socrates' teachings. Despite fading from prominence, Stoicism continued to shape the works of writers and philosophers for centuries, including Thoreau and Descartes. Its principles were followed by people from all walks of life for nearly 500 years. Key figures of Stoicism. The four founding philosophers of Stoicism, Seneca, Rufus, Epictetus, and Aurelius, each had unique perspectives, but all shared a commitment to practical and universal principles. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism was founded on the teachings of four major Roman philosophers, Seneca, Rufus, Epictetus, and Aurelius. Although distinct from one another in many ways, these individuals were all dedicated to promoting practical and universal principles that would improve humanity's collective well-being. Seneca was a prolific writer and playwright whose surviving work provides valuable insights into the practical applications of Stoicism, such as coping with adversity and grief. Rufus, a believer in philosophy's ability to help people lead virtuous lives, emphasized the importance of gender equality in education and offered advice on sex, wardrobe, and filial behavior. Epictetus, who was born a slave and overcame significant physical challenges, established a Stoic philosophy school that attracted students from all over the empire and offered lessons on how to live with dignity in challenging circumstances. Finally, Aurelius, the most famous of the four, wrote Meditations, a series of books exploring self-improvement, while also ruling as Emperor of Rome. Together, these four philosophers helped to establish the essential principles of Stoicism, which continue to be studied and applied to contemporary life. Practicing Stoicism for happiness. Happiness and a life free from strife can be attained by practicing Stoicism. The Stoic approach involves focus, personal responsibility, and mindfulness, enabling followers to tackle life's challenges with a peaceful mind and spirit. By expressing their highest selves in every moment, practicing Stoics make their lives exemplary. They emphasize focusing on what can be controlled while seizing responsibility for individual existence. While external factors are beyond control, reactions to them can be controlled. Striving to be one's best self is achieved through living in the present and applying Stoic principles. The 4 Stoic virtues. The Stoic philosophy is built around the 4 cardinal virtues that one must possess to live a virtuous life. These virtues include justice, wisdom, self-discipline, and courage. By practicing these virtues, one can become the best version of themselves and a genuinely good person. Justice involves fairness and integrity, while wisdom is the ability to determine the right course of action. Self-discipline requires inner control to resist powerful desires, and courage is the capacity to take the right action in the face of fear and difficulty. By facing challenges, one can develop strength and appreciate hardship, just like modern heroes have learned to do. The Stoicism of William Tell. The story of William Tell, a skilled archer from a small Swiss town ruled by Habsburg emperors in the 1300s, showcases the Stoic philosophy of focusing on what we can control instead of what we can't. When Tell failed to bow to a governor's hat on a pole, he was ordered to shoot an apple off his son's head with a crossbow. He succeeded, demonstrating the importance of calmly accepting external factors beyond our control. Stoicism teaches that while we have control over our intentions and actions, outcomes depend on variables beyond our control. Therefore, we should define success by the excellence and integrity of our efforts and let go of the rest. William Tell's story serves as a reminder to focus on the process rather than the outcome and practice detachment in the face of uncontrollable factors. Overcoming negative emotions. Negative emotions can hijack your life and lead to harmful actions such as excessive alcohol intake or violence. The Stoics recommend practicing awareness to calm the mind and develop self-discipline. When negative emotions take hold, reason is tied up and gagged in the trunk, making one prone to making short-term decisions that could lead to long-term sabotage. Adopting a mindful stance can help overcome these emotions, enabling individuals to take a step back, pause and select their best possible response. Build your Stoic muscles. To truly internalize Stoic principles, daily practice is necessary to develop and flex your Stoic muscles. This means embracing whatever happens, accepting change, developing empathy, being economical with words, and setting an example through actions. In Build Your Stoic Muscles, the author emphasizes that hearing Stoic principles once is not enough. To efficiently handle life's challenges, you need to practice just like professional athletes to become proficient in your Stoic muscles. Stoics believe in accepting reality instead of fighting against it. You may not be able to choose the hand you're dealt, but you can control how you respond to it, making the most out of it. Accepting change is another fundamental Stoic principle. Marcus Aurelius's metaphor of time's flowing river teaches us to appreciate the present moment and the people we love while they're still in our lives. To develop empathy, take a moment to see things from another's perspective before making snap judgments, as Marcus Aurelius urged. Stoics also value economy of speech. Spend more time listening and observing than talking, and avoid gossip. Lastly, we must set an example by being more valuable to others through Stoic actions than preaching about it.
In The Little Book of Stoicism, Jonas Salzgeber presents a comprehensive overview of Stoic philosophy that can guide you on your journey towards resilience, confidence, and calmness. Through the practice and discipline of Stoic principles, you learn to embrace reality, focus on elements within your control, and strive for personal excellence. By cultivating virtues such as justice, wisdom, self-discipline, and courage, you can attain a higher quality of life and manage challenges with grace and equanimity. Stoicism equips you with the tools to live well regardless of external conditions and outcomes. Now that you've discovered the foundations of this ancient wisdom, it's time to integrate its teachings into your own life and experience the transformation that awaits.